10 p.m. So I'm not gonna say too much, but it was a good vibe. It just I had to jet home anyways.
Fairs.
Yeah.
Can't force it, innit? If it's not, the mood's not right, then there's nothing you can do.
Just go hold the L.
So it's too far for that now.
Anyway, what's good, lads? Made in Chafford episode, what, 47?
I feel that's what the degrees feel like outside, man.
47
I'm
degrees.
burning. Oh, God.
Bro, it's
the
crazy.
block is hot. Word to Little Wayne.
Honestly, man, I'm actually dying today. And usually I don't like complaining about the sun because it's nice to have, but the past 2-3 days have just been peak.
It's just when it, like, boom, 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 boom. Like, chill out. Rain. Something.
I took a shower, yeah, and then all of a sudden my face is not sweat.
Getting ready it's a mission, man. I don't need that.
This type of weather is Tanzanian weather, bro.
For real.
Tanzanian
but I guess the advantage would be they'd prepare for that. They must have AC, like if they can afford it.
Yeah, every household has AC.
Yeah.
You
have to come prepared.
Listen,
that's the ones that you step outside and you're like, whoa, I'm here. You're like, when you go to a hot country,
yeah, that's a fact.
and that heat just slaps you. We're not in England anymore.
And pretty much, you'd only put AC if you had a key. So I tried to pattern it with like a free pina colada card from like and like fam, I came into the room. Yeah, the room was hotter than outside. I was disappointed. As soon as you turn on the AC, it's cold. Like you sleep nice. As soon as you open the door, it's bad, fam.
Imagine AC being expensive in this country, though. Like if you were to set up in your yard, can imagine it being pricey.
I think it's got to start becoming the norm because it's not like we do have summers and they do be getting hot.
But the only problem is just the cost benefit of it. Like our weather is quite diverse, so the rest of the year it's a waste of money to some degree.
Oh, so is it always on? Like, is the generator always on, basically?
Not always on, but if you just think about it, like if you spend that amount of money on AC,
I see.
Like it would be great when it's on, but when it's off, like you've just basically poured all your money.
Yeah, but most American houses have it.
Yeah, because their climate is hot, way hotter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like when it's April, it's 20-something degrees consistently, and then it has this odd 1-2 days. But like April, for example, March had like 1 week where it was hot, it just went back to 6 degrees, 9 degrees, and then April it had its hot 2 weeks, then it went back again.
Because I remember when it was hot in March and they were worried that people won't stay inside. It was that. And then it rained the next week and everyone was like, thank goodness, because people were trying to take liberties.
Yeah, and then that's when people in Southend Beach,
doing out Southend Beach, for what? It's a nice beach, but Pebbles.
Pebble Beach.
Definitely Pebbles.
Nah, once there's Pebbles, you gotta go home. All right, so let's get into it. What's going on in the world?
I think we should start with WAP. I want to know what your thoughts are on WAP, guys, because I feel like there's 2 variations of WAP.
As long as Jesus Christ has been resurrected, I have not listened to the song.
In this house. Worship and praise in this house.
Oh gosh, it's a good song. They did their thing. I wish them all the success. I don't think we're the demographic for it, but at the same time, we are. Everyone knows how I feel about Cardi at this point. So every W she gets is huge. I'm happy for Meg because obviously everything that's gone on recently, she deserves something to put a smile on her face. It's an odd song. I don't know. Go on. Why are you laughing?
Why do you think it's odd? What is it about it that makes it odd?
I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just so explicit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If a man can go on a record and say, "I came here with my dick in my hands," don't want to put my foot in your ass. Be cool.
Who said that?
I can't really blame them.
Who said that?
It's mystical, fam. Come on.
Oh, yo.
On Shake Your Ass. That's like the first 3 lyrics, isn't it? Man.
Exactly. That's the first verse.
I'm disgusted.
But yeah, no,
wow.
I agree. It wasn't what I expected. You'd think they'd go for like something more.
You think they were going to go for something more mainstream?
Yeah, something that'll get them an easy number one. This will probably get them number one regardless, but I didn't think they would have went for the whole explicit type.
Because you know them Southerners ain't playing with this, like, you know, with their church. Like, this is hellfire to them. So they've already like pushed out a certain demographic. So
and like trying to find like a clean version of that, like the lyrics are basically different.
They're done. Song. It's done out here.
So yeah.
But do you know after the visuals?
Gushing doesn't
Gussy.
Gushing. Like,
gushing.
Yeah. See that thing right there? It's gushing out, like, bro. It doesn't help. It doesn't help at all.
That real macaroni.
I'm finished. Mac and cheese.
As long as Jesus Lord, that song shall not be played in this household.
Worship and praise in this house.
So what? It's not being played. You're not playing it in the house. You're not playing it in the crib.
No.
You're not blowing that from the speakers. The Sony Bose.
No.
Nah, you gotta let it ring off, bro.
Nah, B.
Nah, I heard it a few times. I thought, you know what, I like it. And then after a while, I was like, yo, this is too much, man.
It's not a bad song, but I'll never go out of my way to listen to it.
No. If it comes on in the club, what are you doing? Is that when you just...
The man that just stand and watch.
The A-girls.
I'm moving towards the stairs.
I get my coat.
No, you know, you see the stairs, you just see everything. I'm doing right there, I'm standing there, I'm just like, yo, I see that girl over there, she's doing the thing. Yeah,
enjoy.
That one, she's not her right now, but I see her doing the thing. She's in her inner mood. She's letting the inner spirit come out.
Them girls that be doing that WAP on Saturday and then worship and praise on the Sunday.
Jezebels.
What a time.
You know them.
What a time to be alive. What did you guys think of the video? If you've seen the video.
It was visually very good. Very pleasing. Very nice on the eyes.
Did you watch it on mute?
Wow.
I was very misogynistic of me. I'm kidding.
Do you know that scene in King of the Hill when he's like, I'm gonna bust?
Terrible, bro. Nah, the video itself technically is actually pretty like elaborate. Like they did a really good job, I think.
Yeah, man, you seen the video?
Nope.
Do you have any intention to watch the video?
I don't.
I think you should.
That's not your steez.
I haven't watched any Cardi. I know what she does, but I'm not really listening to. I don't listen to Cardi B like that. I don't listen to Make the Stand like that. There's no point in me watching the video.
I hear that.
All I've seen is like snippets on Instagram or whatever. I've seen purple and green. I've seen what's her name?
Cardi coming looking like Shigo.
The funny thing about
how did you not get that?
It took me a second.
Kylie looks like a girl I know, and she was looking like that girl. I was thinking, wow, is that?
Well, you know a girl that looks like Kylie?
Natural.
Swing it. What? Kylie before op or Kylie now?
Post op.
Yeah, so after the conversation, swing the Insta.
Group chat.
Personal message.
There was a petition to get her out of the video. I didn't know what that was all about.
People got time, man.
What? Go on.
In the video, it didn't work. She could have been in the video, fine. I have no problems. Like, what they did with the video was quite clever. Had several different females doing their thing in the video, but to stop the video for Kylie Jenner, like, what? Come on.
Is it the fact that the music stopped?
Yeah. I don't have an issue with her being in the video. My issue is just simply the song stops for her to do a catwalk. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah,
coming here dressing up like Carol Baskin. Like, I don't need that.
Yeah, the hate is a bit forced. I think it's a bit too much. But I mean,
yeah, if you're signing petitions to get Kylie out of the video, you've got your priorities wrong.
That's a fact. But
like,
they should do a petition to get Rosalie out of it. She was just doing the spinneroonies, bro.
Rosalie did not come to play. My girl was doing the bachata. I don't know.
She was just...
Do you mind my lip fillers?
Do we mind lip fillers?
They're on the come up, innit?
I'm not a fan personally.
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I'd ever know a girl that would have them.
I'm not a fan.
But you know what? It's a low key thing. You might know them and they're just not saying.
Maybe.
Nah. To me,
is it bait? That's when the clubs open up and then
it's not bait, but I see it. But like, I have a thing about lip fillers, yeah.
What's your thing?
Let's say like you really get into a relationship with a person with lip fillers, yeah. And recently, I can't describe the situation because it's bait and I can't say too much. But there will come a time where pretty much in that like moment in time, like in your life, like you don't necessarily need lip fillers at the current moment in time. And my thing is that, you know, like each and every one of you has been to the gym, and right now in this COVID period, you've shrunken a bit, which stretch marks.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is that they have stretch marks on their lips because they have lip fillers.
I don't think that's how it works. I know they have to
because they expand. No, some people, yeah, they just do it like little. So it just.
What is it? Them ones where it's like how many cc's they get?
They're looking mad. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Now the thing is, from the little I know is they have to keep it. They have to keep getting it topped up. So you could look. What I'd imagine is you look crazy sometimes, like when it's in the middle of not being topped up. That's gross. Like, don't talk to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they get stretch marks. So, like, being with an individual like that, you now have to have self-confidence issues and stretch marks as well.
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't do a thing with anybody with stretch marks.
I heard that still. I'm also that like I don't know. I grew up like my lips are quite big, so when I don't know, in my mind it's like a vendetta because back then it's like, oh yeah, you got big lips, and now everything wants to get big lips, so it's just like
I'm coming for the next.
You know what I'm saying?
Some of those individuals who used to par back in the day, they now got lip fillers, and it's like,
who got the big lips now?
I see, and it's not even proper as well.
all natural.
All natural.
Joke's on you, bitch.
This came for free. These lips ain't free.
These lips ain't free.
Oh, that's gross. Nah, B, I wouldn't. But the video was, brilliant. It was appealing. Normani, I see you doing your thing for the galdem out there that want the music. Why do they love her so much?
I don't know. You're not asking the wrong person.
They be onto her like, come on, dog. It's Normani. You know when something's like a real hype and you're like, am I missing something?
Yeah, it's one of those ones.
I think when she came from Fifth Harmony, and I know she suffered a bit of racism with Deadman, Camila Cabello was getting in her bag. You already know. These number ones don't come cheap.
Got to sell something for it.
Yeah, but I think it was a good video. Song is serviceable, we're not the demographic, but I think it will go on to do well. I think it'll become a bit of a pop culture phenomenon, a bit like when Anaconda came out and all the memes and all the jokes, and it just felt like it was going to go on for days. So we'll see.
She never said any explicit.
Nah, but the Anaconda video was wild. I think the Anaconda video is as wild as the lyrics in this song. Like, I wouldn't say this song is as, I don't know. They balance each other out.
As crazy as you would have assumed it to be.
Yeah. That's what I'd say, and it's actually quite stylized. Whereas the Anaconda video was one thing and one thing only, man. How's she twerking on Drake at the end of the video? She was in a relationship.
Yeah,
Are sick?
What a time.
Meek came out and said, "Yeah, if I was Safari, that would not have run. It would have been curtains."
Bro.
Get your ass out of the 6.
What is next? I've also got the whole situation with the BBC reporting that report with the N-word and Sideman Ali leaving the BBC. I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are on the situation, because we haven't actually spoke about it per se.
I don't know. Really, like, how can they not apologize?
I think they've only just. So,
but they put out a statement and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what really pains. That's got to be what really hurts people, is the fact that they've taken so long and it took one of their employees to leave for them to actually go ahead and do it. If that makes sense.
The situation is
that... Eman, you're a little bit quiet. I'm not sure if your mic's near your...
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, so the situation is that the fact that pretty much there was a racial attack on a black male, an individual who works in the NHS, and he had burnt marks all over his face, and he had broken bones, so on and so forth. And pretty much the family wanted BBC to say the words that was said to him on national television to come across that this is a violent attack, and it just happened to an innocent bystander who just so happened to be black, and this is racial and it's targeted. So the family, in other words, gave the BBC
permission
to say the N-word, because those are the words that were said to this individual. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So from that perspective, it's like, okay, now I have clear understanding of why they said such words. But at the end of the day, you're an organization.
Yeah, facts.
I don't know about
there's no way you can dress it up. There's no way you can dress it up.
Even if you say they said the N-word, fair enough. But
yeah, that would have been fine. We wouldn't be discussing this now if they just said that.
Mm-hmm.
But these man came with the hard R. Like she got that one chance in her life to say it, and she took it. She ran with it,
and she paused as well. That's the thing I rattled.
I think, or even what rattled me more was like, we're actually gonna say it, and she gave a warning. Like, I don't know. The warning should be a warning to you.
Oh, she gave the word. She gave the warning before the word.
Demi, I think you're frozen, mate.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Oh, you're back. Oh.
Am I back?
We can hear you now. We couldn't hear you, and your cam froze, but we can hear you now.
All right. Well, I'll just say what I was going to say. But she gave the warning, and then, what was it? How can I describe it? Then she gave the warning, and then she said what she said. Like, the two don't make sense.
Then I kind of don't see where the wrong is.
What do you mean?
Like, because so first of all, the family gave the permission to the BBC to say the words, like all the words in it, and she then gave a warning on national television.
But I just don't think you should say it. Like, I don't think it should be encouraged to be said by someone who, if they were really responsible and they knew that people would feel away, no matter how you dress it up. I think they could have easily got someone who was black to do the report. At least if they'd said it and he'd been black, I think we would have gone with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'd be having this discussion. I think it's poor mishandling again.
I think they handled it well. It's just right now the climate is not for that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You just got to use a bit of common sense. Like, you look at how sensitive everything is right now. Why would you even decide to? Like, how many people have okayed that to happen? It's ludicrous. The problem with me is, like, when I read about this initially, like, I didn't even have a reaction with you guys. I'll be honest. Like, I just at this point, I'm bare jaded. So when I read it, I was just like, "Oh, I swear, mad thing." Like, like these men are just doubling down on how much they hate us. Like,
Yeah,
I don't feel surprised. I don't feel shocked. I don't even feel angry. I'm just like, at this point, like,
the
so
fact it took that for someone to leave the organization and be like, "Yo, this is me standing up." Shout out to Sideman for doing that. That's actually so impressive. But yeah, it's mad. Like,
how much more proof does the UK public need from us, bro? That they don't rate us. Like, how much?
I think they'll forever ignore it. Personally, for them, it's easier to ignore than to accept that there's actually a problem.
It's a fact, man. It's a shame that we had this conversation again, but it's one of those ones where I felt like after seeing him leave, it was good to bring up because I felt like we did get some kind of resolution from it, albeit not from the right timing, but you know.
Well, they've apologized, but it's just I think it's a little too late as well. If you'd apologized immediately, 18,000 people complained. Like that's unanimous in my opinion.
Yeah,
well, I think
if you've upset that many, if I upset 18,000 people, I'm gonna apologize. Like straight away. Especially when it's understandable why people are upset. I get what Eman's saying as well in the sense that, they literally did follow what the family had requested. But if people don't feel comfortable, that's also their prerogative. And it makes sense why they don't feel comfortable to me as well. It's just wrong. Again.
I hear that still. But shout out to Sideman. Hopefully,
yeah, no, he deserves all the recognition. Yeah, well, that's all you hope, isn't it? You hope that when JB, John Boyega, stepped up even a few months ago, was scared he was putting his career on the line. You hope he gets work, and you hope Sideman gets work as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just have to wait and see, but it's just, again, another poorly handled situation.
Yeah, let's move on to something a little bit more lighthearted. What do you man think of Kanye West's new fish shoes?
Oh, jeez, man, will come and work. I thought they were Phillips. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, what's he doing?
Hey, you know what? On feet, they actually don't look that bad.
Nah, get out of town.
I don't like them.
Are you just playing? Why are you just playing devil's advocate?
No, on my life. When I first saw them, I actually don't know. I didn't know what they were. Like, I didn't know if they were shoes.
Let's go to our Yeezy reporter.
He's gonna agree with me. I know he's gonna say they look cold on feet.
How are we rocking this? What's the outfit? Talk to me. How are you putting this together?
I've never understood the whole sort of silhouette, to be honest, because it doesn't. Let me just grab a shoe. Hold on, just 2 seconds. Let me just grab a shoe.
All right. If you think it's so cold, what are you wearing it with?
I'm wearing a wife beater. A white wife beater. I'm wearing flipping white shorts. Just all white, fam.
All white.
Angelic, bro.
Yo.
Worship and praise in this house, fam.
Worship and praise.
Now, you know what it is, yeah? So, like, for example, you see
if
how,
you
like...
have them, oh my gosh.
See how, like, this shoe here, yeah, has, like, this sort of thing. So it's like, it's strapped to your foot. You know what I mean? And then also, like, that's just an Adidas. And then this is like a Jordan, isn't it? So it's strapped to your foot. The shoe, whatever the foam runners, for some reason, they go up. And it's like, what is that? But for some reason, this one just looks clean. It looks cleaner than the other Yeezy foam runners.
Dog. It genuinely looks like he's put fillets on his feet. Like, when you... looks like cod. That's what it looks like.
They look clean, though. To me, they look clean.
I just think he's joking now. Like, I don't even think he's being serious. Like, this is sketches. This is what North says. Yo, can you make this? That's where the ideas are coming from now. It's an absolute joke. They're not good. Just call it what it is. he's punked us for long enough.
I don't think they're that bad, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll never ever buy them. But when I
If
saw
he wants to make,
when I saw it on that girl's feet, I was like, oh, maybe it was just because of her outfit, but it looked cool. If that makes sense.
If he
The
wants
thing
to
is, I
make
think she's a
sliders,
size
make
4 and
sliders.
D Rose is a size 13. So that's why they look mad big. But like,
Fair.
nah, they look cold. I'm not gonna lie, they actually look cold.
Nah, it's just insane. They're not good. Would you cop them? Would you cop them and then resell them? Do you think there's a market for them?
Yeah, because we live in a world where there are influencers and there are the influenced, and a bunch of people who are influenced to buy that shoe are going to buy that shoe regardless. So, but forget what StockX price says, because StockX prices is another thing.
Yo, Collins and StockX like this gang.
Yeah. That's me on StockX, bro.
Free my guy.
And DHL, bro. They got a couple bangs to hold for me as well. But anyway, yeah, them shoes.
Fight back.
You know what I mean? Fight back.
Them shoes.
There's some strange shoes, but I guess I don't know. Kanye and them shoes. We'll see how they do in it. I'm not really sure how they're gonna perform, but knowing him, they'll sell out within minutes.
No, man. It's a no for me.
They are cold. I think they're cold, man. Especially for this weather as well.
Can you actually say shoes are cold and then have no interest in buying them?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
There's so many shoes I think look nice, but I'll never buy. But I guess it depends, innit? If you're like a shoe person, I feel like you're probably a bit more of a shoe person than myself. And then Eman's probably the most.
Yeah, Eman's upper echelon.
You know what I mean? So it's one of those ones.
Yeah, no, there's a couple of grips I look at and I think to myself, yeah, those are really nice, they look good. Then I'm like, you know what? They won't last long. Whereas these ones, the foam thing, nah.
Especially do you think it's inspired by the foam posits?
No, it's because this one's made with it's made with biological thing, so it can, if in any case you broke the shoe, throw it in the bin or throw it in compost, it will go away pretty much. So because it's biodegradable, that's the word I was looking for, biodegradable. So
a lot of companies are trying to get on that hype.
Yeah, and because all he has to do is just fit it to one mold, like he doesn't have to do this. Like for example, the Yeezys right here. I mean, there's the boost, there's different cutting, the different materials, sewing it together, so on and so forth. Whereas this one is quite literally a 2-minute process. Just that's it, it's done. So he's gonna make a lot of money for that.
Could you man go vegan?
Vegan?
What?
Yeah. This is it, because you said biodegradable, so a lot of them, they look at their clothes being biodegradable as well. So,
right. If you're becoming a vegan because you care about animals, I understand that. And I see what sort of belief that you believe in, and if that's your reason, fair enough. But if you're becoming vegan because veganism is a trend right now, it's a trend and will go soon.
You think?
100%. Fam, listen, it was celery sticks. People were drinking celery. Then it went into avocados. Then it's almond milk. Then it's vegans, bro.
Man said they were drinking celery.
Before celery was grass. Remember the time it was grass?
No.
Everyone was on this grass wave. Oh yeah, man's gonna eat some grass. Man's gonna drink some grass. And then now it was just celery. Oh, man's gonna do the celery thing. Now everyone's on this. You know what I did? I chewed on some cucumbers on my video. Look, cucumbers is gonna come back, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't think cucumbers have gone anywhere. I'm just gonna keep that a buck. Like
they've been here, fam.
No, but veganism to me is somewhat of a trend, to be honest.
That's why I don't really talk about foods and foods that we like. I think cucumbers are disgusting, dog.
I don't think they even have a taste too tough. They
don't, but I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel. Avocados ain't bad.
That's how I feel about avocado. I don't even think they even has a taste to me. Like, I don't know. That doesn't have a taste.
Add a bit of salt, yeah.
Salt and pepper. Hey, Eman knows you now.
You guys just be eating air. Like, it tastes nothing to me.
Calories non-existent.
Real talk. Minus calories, fam. Just
Minus
absorbing
calories.
the air, fam. H2O, bro.
Yo, salt and pepper with that avocado. You already know what's going on.
That's funny, man.
Have some, get put on toast, have some poached eggs. You're enjoying.
Man's on them Chelsea.
That's that suburban lifestyle, man. That's a Chelsea vibe.
Man's going down to King's Road, bro. Grab a nice brunch. Run into Millie from Made in Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Spencer and them, man.
Real talk.
Yo, bottomless brunch is a vibe, man. People, we need to get into it more. I'm telling you.
I'm happy to do it, but I don't know. We've never put it together, have we?
Listen, if you find the right one, you're sorted. Then man will come around with continuous prosecco.
Mad thing. When did we bang that? When did we bang bare prosecco? That random. Was that my birthday? Or was it before that?
Yes, it was. Because that place was doing half price.
We just had bare prosecco and fam.
Scary hours.
I understand why women get frass off of having prosecco, fam.
I remember having one glass of wine.
Myself, one glass. It'll touch you.
I was moved.
When you have to ask, am I high?
Bro, I was floating, bro. I was like, whoa.
It's dangerous.
And the thing is, the way the glass is shaped is,
it's dangerous.
It's the bubbles.
The percentage is definitely off, bro. It's definitely way more powerful than like vodka and that, bro. That shit is
That's dangerous. What they were talking about. Bubbly. I'm so damn bubbly.
It's crazy.
It's an elite drink, man. Queens, keep enjoying your bottomless bunches. You know, stay healthy.
But,
oh God!
I've got a random topic.
Go for it.
I was having a conversation, and it was quite interesting, and it was basically about how do you go about making friends as an adult? Because obviously, when you're in school, you make friends that way.
Yeah.
When you're growing up, you go to your parents' friend's house, you make friends like that, or through cousins, or through family associates. Then after school is through work, you might make friends through like your colleagues and stuff. So outside of institutions, how do you actually make friends?
I guess a lot of it is friend of a friend, really, isn't it? I think when you start getting to our age. It has to be. When you go somewhere and you don't necessarily know everyone there and you get introduced, you might, people of both genders, you might find you vibe with someone and be like, yo, that's a good person. That's probably the best way to go about it. There's not really a lot of other ways you can.
There's a handful of ways. It's one of those ones, isn't it?
Man, what are you saying? Events?
Events, common interests. So, for example, you're going to. One time I went to sleep upon. I saw a movie. I was like, oh, welcome. Just had a quick talk with him. That was funny. But like that's one of the ways you can actually make friends. Other than that, bro,
you're lit options.
It's mad, isn't it?
I guess because by that point you would have maybe the man weren't lying, but I think oh gosh, but maybe after a while it is one of those things. It's got to be down to the people that you already kind of know, isn't it? It's no new friends for real. You weren't lying.
And then it's out of your circle. Can you picture one of them in your circle, or remind you of one of those individuals in your circle?
Yeah,
and that's how a friendship begins.
That makes sense.
If you can't picture anybody in your circle, then it's like a high vibe. See what I'm saying?
There has to be some kind of mutual understanding or bond in order to create a new friendship. Because it's quite hard.
Yeah, that's true.
I do have friends from different workplaces I've worked at, and then I think to myself, like through uni as well, a handful of people through uni that I've kept friendships with, and it just makes you think like, how would you develop friendships for the rest of your life? Is that even something because I feel like society is a bit like, not negative about it, but it's always like, oh, your day ones, and like always like making new friends is less important the older you get. However, you can always find new
you can learn.
opportunities by making
You'd
new
learn
friends.
from these people, isn't it?
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't even think it's making friends anymore. It's more of like networking. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can you help this person with that person, and then relationship. But I mean, that's just like business side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as soon as you establish that networking relationship, like talk to them, say, okay, how can I help you? You can help me with this. Boom, 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 boom. Then you move a bit forwards, and then you start that relationship, and then you do become friends. Okay, this is my friend. This is my best friend. This is my friend. Oh, this is my birthday. Oh, this is my wedding. Do you get what I'm saying? It becomes that. So, but I think the best way to say that. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, it's a really.
I think it becomes a game, or not a game, but like a roll of the dice, because you don't know where you're going to meet someone that you could get on with later on in life. So I just think it's one of those ones. It's not in your hands at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
I think what Eman said though, like going to events and stuff, that will help massively, because it will open a lot of doors you might not have been through.
Especially for things that you actually have hold interest in, because you find people.
Exactly, because that's where you have to have an interest. Something's got to spark it.
Fact.
Collins, where did you get your LED lights?
It's a part of my TV. So if you search Philips has its own like line for Ambilight. And the lights are literally like pre-installed in the back of the TV, but they also sell like a box version of it. If you don't have Philips TV, you can just put it at the back of it. And alternatively, you can just get like LED strips from Amazon or eBay, which is probably the cheapest way to get it done, and you can just stick them to the back of your TV and control it like that.
Ambient.
Yeah, it sets the ambiance.
Gotta set the mood.
Yes, sir.
Is that like the male version of what's it? Candles.
It's a fact. It's a fact, man.
Hey, Collins, do you have candles?
Do I have candles? I actually don't.
Do you have candles, Eman?
I'm looking to purchase some candles.
Yo, Jake, sing some Eman's way.
Like,
I even posted it on my Insta. I even said, listen, I'm not even trying to look like a fool for nothing. I just want to know if I can get some candles.
Yeah, what are the best candles?
Yeah, well, what's the best candles for me? Like, for real?
That's a good question. Even me, I think they're actually quite cool to have, because like some of them smell good, set the mood and stuff like that. So
I don't even know. I think it's a lie.
I think as long as there's not too many candles.
What's the one that they be having, that they be burning? Is it scents?
Incense.
That shit's disgusting.
And the sage.
I can't stand that smell.
Got to align your chakra, fam.
It's them ones, yo. Which way is the closest way out? That's dog.
That's funny.
Just keep burning. But it's a no for me. I won't be investing in candles.
I hear that still.
I think it's very much in each of their own thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I don't really have.
Is there anything else?
On my list. I was just gonna say recommendations, innit? The stuff that we want people to watch, read, hear, listen. Like one thing from each of us. You lot are thinking.
I'm trying to finish Doom Patrol. So once I got that done, but I'd still recommend it. Season 2's been good so far. I'm just in the middle of watching another episode, so yeah, I couldn't recommend that anymore. And I'm really looking forward to The Boys coming back. Actually, forget what that means. Disney said, "Yo, we're clearing it out. The whole movie industry, we're airing it out."
How so?
Obviously, Mulan, $29.99. on. This is a dream come true for me because I've been saying this. Like, I don't, unless it's a big event, I don't really want to go to the cinema. There's a lot of films I want to see that I'd miss out on just because I can't be asked to go to the cinema. If I could spend 10, 15 and have it at home when the movie was initially meant to come out, especially because TVs nowadays are so good, so I can feel like I'm in the cinema anyway. Why go all that way?
Oh, that's another topic we should talk about. Like this Beyonce film. I think
I
that
ain't
was
seen
supposed
it.
to come out. That was supposed to come out.
Do you think?
Yeah, it's like basically she's taken the album for what's going on first for Lion King, and pretty much she's remixed a few songs.
Oh, I watched it. The Black is King.
Black is King.
Oh yeah. I watched it.
Yeah, but for the people who don't know, she's basically taken songs out of the album and then just reenacted parts of Lion King. Yeah, man, Blue Man was doing his thing, man.
Hey, it was cold.
Yeah, he was cold, man. Blue Man was out here dancing.
That already video, cold. Him and Beyonce were doing the thing, bro. It's cold.
You get that one opportunity in life and you have to take it, isn't it? That's the chance to be with one of the biggest stars in the world. So he came and did his thing. But sometimes you just know people they're gonna do their thing regardless.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get an opportunity with Beyonce if she doesn't think you're gonna come and give 110%. Like, when she gave those twins the chance, they went on tour with her, so she knows when someone's talented. But yeah, with
I have a
Mulan,
hot take about that album.
What are you gonna say?
In particular. I feel like she ripped off Golding's album, Diaspora.
How so?
Because if you listen to Diaspora, listen to this Lion King album, it's pretty much the same.
Are you saying that because they are both Americans trying to do the thoughts of Eman Jabogwe of Eman Jabogwe?
Hey.
Yo, the block is hot.
You just see a bunch of no, I'm joking. No, I actually kind of get what you're trying to say, but I think, are you saying that because it's an American's take on trying to do African culture? Is that what you're trying to say? If that's what you're trying to say, I understand what you mean.
The thing is, Diaspora was a very good album.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. That's why I'm curious at your...
Let me take my words back here. Rather than rip off, I feel like Diaspora was the foundation for this album.
Yeah. That I definitely agree with you there, because it's risky for African Americans to try even do that. So if they want to do it, they want to do it properly. And I think I do. There was a bunch of outrage about her doing it and stuff like that. And I think the Black is King movie made it sound better because it gave it more life,
context.
And
okay.
I don't know. Like I do know what you mean though. I think Diaspora is actually a very underrated album. Like, people should have given that more love when it came out for Gold Link.
I'll give it a listen then.
Oh,
I didn't even know he tried to get into that sort of bag.
Yeah, he was in his bag. He has a song with Wizkid on there and some other people as well. I just can't think off the top of my head. But
yeah, $29.99 for Mulan.
Do you think this will set a precedent though?
What did you say? That's the price of it, yeah. To watch it at home. I'm going to ask you a question for a film that I think we'll care about a bit more. $29.99 for Black Widow.
I'm not paying $29.99 for it.
You know what? Yeah, all of us.
If I'm watching it by myself, I'm not paying $29.99 for it, especially if I can't.
We'll chip in. Just watch it.
If I can find a hasty,
that's actually.
Hey, basically becomes £3.
Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, man.
It becomes £3 and that's it.
It's one of them.
Do you might have Disney Plus?
Yeah, I've got it.
Each of you, you're paying for it.
I've got Disney Plus, but it's on like a deal on O2. I only paid like £2 for it. It was a deal they had around it when it came out. But...
And I split it with my sister, so it's half price basically. So I don't. What's my point?
It might change the course of how movies come out for a while, but I don't see them taking any risks. Big blockbusters. Sorry.
I don't know. I think it could. I think the industry is waiting to see how Mulan performs. Because I can't see being that well. I don't care, but I'm most interested to see how Disney deals with Black Widow. Because either way, all films are making a loss. Tenet's making a loss.
Tenet's the one that's gonna piss me off the most because I really want to watch that. I think it's coming out in cinema.
No, it'll come out in cinemas. Well, I'm definitely going to see that in the cinema. But
that's a fact. It's a Nolan movie.
It's them ones. Is it worth messing around with Rona? You know, she's still out there. I have to wear a mask for 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's long.
For Nolan, I'll do it, bro. I'm a fanboy.
You're a stan.
That's an interesting shout. You said Doom Patrol? Would you say it's better than Titans?
Oh my gosh!
Because Titans was just Titans was a 2-pack of ass.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, season 1 was good. Don't let me.
No. I disagree.
You finished season 1.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, that was a 2-pack of ass. And even season 2 was kind of.
Nah, I didn't even. I watched like 2 episodes of season 2. I said, "Yo, I'm out."
2 is marginally better, but that's not even saying anything.
Wait, did you finish 2?
I finished it, yeah.
You like the show, man.
No, I watched it because I really liked the cartoon when I was growing up, so I gave it a try, but I just felt angry by the end of it. Like, they just didn't...
If you've given 2 seasons a go, you're a fan.
No, I'm not watching no more of that shit, man. That shit's trash.
Yo, season 3 rolls back. Colin's going to be like, yo, where can I watch this?
I'll be watching Doom Patrol.
It's a HBO Max.
I've heard better stuff about Doom Patrol. But
it's weird though. I think it's a bit. I'd say Doom Patrol and The Boys are probably the best superhero TV shows out.
The Boys is too mad, man.
They need to. The Flash. They need to start freeing up their actors though. How is she?
Oh, fuck that.
The Flash will return in 2021. I said, yo, CW, let him go, man.
I'll let it come back, man. But yeah, The Boys is the one. What's my thing? My thing is Aminé's album. I forgot what it's called now. Limbo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, I really enjoyed it. I've not really listened to it. I've listened to it twice, and I thought, this is actually pretty good, nice, refreshing raps. So that's probably my shout for the week because he did well with the singles, and I think the album has some good cuts on there. So, yeah.
What are you saying, Eman? You ain't taking nothing in?
Nothing. In terms of films, I would say like Black is King. I really enjoyed that. I mean, if you remove all the demonic things, whatever is going on, like...
Well, you think she's doing that? She's up in there with the 666s?
I'm not talking about no 666s, but like... If you just just look at the artwork and like the traditions of African culture and what she's trying to do, it's wrong. Like, take that out.
That's that old school.
Watch it backwards and.
That's that old school 2009. Ayo, Umbrella. She's doing the madness.
Especially when she's dancing with the 2 moons, bro. She did her thing when she was dancing with the 2 moons.
Okay.
Remember like that abyss in the desert?
Yeah.
She was really doing
went over my head, man. But no, it's a good watch. I actually enjoyed watching it, to be fair.
Yeah. I would say that in terms of albums, what I listen to, I've just been banging Ambush, bro. Ask my brother, that's it. The Testimony. Yeah, man, that's what I've been listening to at the moment, man. I haven't really been trying to
bro.
I hear that. Some good music out there.
Yeah, man. All right, lads.
Yeah. I think we've covered most of it. Back in person for the next episode, so you already know what time it is.
Yeah, fingers crossed things line up and we make it happen, man.
All right, well, take it easy, boys.
Yeah, until next time, laddies.
Yeah.
Taka.
Warrior.